What's going on, everybody? Uncle David here. And I don't know if you guys heard, but Pakistan and India are straight going to war. They joined the PvP server.
Tonight, India says it has targeted 9 sites, quote, hitting terrorist infrastructure. In new video, explosions can be seen and heard in what Pakistan says is 3 areas, saying civilians, including a child, have been killed. We're also getting in this new video of chaotic scenes in a Pakistan hospital. Tensions between the two nuclear armed force powers soared after a deadly militant attack on tourists on Indian-administered Kashmir last month. There has been a long-running dispute over Kashmir between India and Pakistan for decades. And tonight, Lester, Pakistan just said it shot down 2 Indian jets. All of it a major test for President Trump, who tonight said, "It's a shame. I just hope it ends very quickly." Lester?
All right, Keir Simmons.
This was like 2 days ago, but what the... So it was something about some terrorist attack in Kashmir over here. And Pakistan owns half of it, India owns half of it, but I think there's an Indian person in charge of the whole region. And of course China has a piece of it. I actually didn't know until I saw this picture. I don't even know if it's all true. Even like the bombs and the videos of like the explosion and stuff, I don't know if it's true or not. There's so much like fake news going on. You don't know what's real or not, and the AI stuff. But I think what happened was some like terrorists or military group crossed over and killed like 26 people or something. And in response, India like blew up a bunch of stuff, like terrorist camps, encampments, or whatever. And now Pakistan and India are just in full-on war. And I thought the India and China were having beef and they were gonna go to war, and then instead, out the left field, or more directly from the left of them, Pakistan and India are going to war. But it's cool. The YouTube has like this whole list of like all the stuff that they in a playlist for you to watch.
In India and Pakistan has escalated today when India launched missiles at Pakistani territory. Pakistan called the strikes an act of war and vowed to retaliate. It claims 26 people were killed and 46 injured in the attacks. India said that the strikes hit what is called terror camps in the Pakistani-administered territory of Kashmir in a response to a terrorist attack last month. Experts say that this is the most significant escalation of tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors since the 1999 war.
Welcome back to
1999 war. They had a war 26 years ago. But also on the news, there's a new pope. It's an American pope.
Very special
First
moment.
American pope elected. That's the guy. He was American born, but he's like, wait. He's American born, like born in Chicago, but
You
he's
can.
like
Peter's eyes are following.
Here we are,
Yeah, we
like
are.
some mix
Pope
of
Leo XIV is now
European
here in
mixtures.
coming to the central loggia of the basilica.
Very special
Chicago
moment.
native.
Very
And
special
he
moment.
looks so young, even like 10 years ago,
And
he
here
looks
he
so
is.
much younger. But it's cool, he's got all these stats. 69 years old, nice. But like, I don't know why when they become pope, they choose a new name, and so he chooses, his name is like Robert Prevost. But he chose the name Leo the 14th. Born in Chicago, Illinois. But he's like American, Peruvian. But it has like all these stats. Look, this was like in 2014, like 11 years ago when he was 58. He looks so much younger than he does in this picture. But you can see how his stats, it's kind of weird. He's got like, all these people who become pope are like super highly educated. He's like, I think he has like a degree in like mathematics. And then he got like a master's in theology or something. Yeah, bachelor's of science in mathematics. Masters of divinity. But he had like all these things about like some kind of, they didn't like him because he didn't like investigate all the like sexual abuse of minors of a lot of the people he's worked with, and even himself. I don't know. The whole Catholic Church has like all these problems with sexual abuse of minors. It's kind of like people make fun of him about it, but I think the Catholic Church filed bankruptcy and had to get bailed out by the American government because they had to pay out all these lawsuits for these cases. But yeah, back to war. Nobody cares. Back to war. There was one about like the 26th.
Well, as if Ukraine and Gaza wasn't enough, the world is now inching closer to a third major. There's more from London.
Boom.
More violence in Central Asia has two nuclear-powered rivals on the brink of war. Overnight, India conducted a series of massive airstrikes on Pakistani air.
Alright, I just stopped the video at a bad spot, but look. This is the strikes that India did on Pakistan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 strikes.
Dozen, including at least one child. The Indian government says it was retaliation for an attack last month that left an act of war that won't go how or when the Pakistani military will respond. But experts say we'll likely see airstrikes on the scale that left more civilians dead, and now the world is bracing for a possible escalation.
They've been fighting for a long time. You know, they've been fighting for many, many decades.
And experts say.
But this is significant because India has like 172 nukes and Pakistan has around 170 nukes. So it's like 2 nuclear countries. It's not like Ukraine and Russia. It's like 2 nuclear powers. But yeah, I just want to add that in. See ya.